What's up, goodies? Welcome back to your girl channel and to my kitchen, how to cook. And today we are making pasta with chicken breasts and broccoli with my special sauce, right? So guess what? If you're there for the first time and you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to say subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you will be reminded anytime I drop a brand new video. And for all of my returning goodie, when you don't know some love and ready for cook, come on, let's cook. As a friendly reminder, please do not hesitate to thumbs up the videos, because when you thumbs up the videos, YouTube will say like the video and they will push the videos out into a very much wider audience and others will be able to see the videos, right? So go ahead and thumbs up. Now let me take you into every single thing that I'm going to be using to create this particular recipe. We want to make this fast, easy and simple, so let me go show you guys what I'm putting here. Alright, so over here I have my chicken breast. Now the chicken breast has already been washed nice and clean with salt, lemon juice and vinegar, right? So make sure say you wash your chicken breast. Whatever poultry or whatever meat you're doing, you want to be sure say you wash it, right? Now this is our broccoli here that I'm going to be adding to it, to the recipe. What else I have here? No, we have an onion here, very large onion. Use any kind of onion that you have in your kitchen, it's fine. Now I'm going to be using this whip here, okay? This cream cheese spread. I like to use this one when I'm making this particular recipe because this way I don't have to have had any heavy whipping, nothing in there. It's just going to give me that nice little creamy texture for the recipe. And then I'm going to add a stick of butter. I'm also going to add some cheese here. I'm using the mozzarella, all right, because I'm going to want you to correct me now. Now y'all, I'm not going to be doing no fancy dance editing and not get it raw in charge so that my ear nice and all them something, okay? Alright, so we're going to be using this pasta as well. It says rigatini, okay, pasta here. I bought this in Aldi's. I've used it a couple of times before and it's pretty good, so we'll use the pack of this. And then we're going to add some vinegar, of course, because I know how I feel about that. We have some paprika here, a little bit of dried pepper flakes. I'm definitely going to be using my avocado oil, but you could always substitute that out for whatever you have. We're going to use some garlic here, minced garlic. Fresh is good. I think I have some, but I'm not going to use that. We have some garlic powder here. What else we have here? We have onion powder. We're going to use this kind of a season, but this is totally optional. The perfect season is pretty good. It reminds me a lot of my favorite seasoning, which is the xoooxoxo seasoning. And then we're going to add salt and pepper, of course. We're going to add a little bit of ginger powder to the mix. We have some dried pepper flakes to garnish everything when not dried pepper flakes, you guys. That's what I'm talking about editing, okay? All right, we're going to leave that in there too. We have some parsley flakes here. These are the dried pepper flakes over here, so we'll talk about it earlier. And then of course I'm making chicken, so I'm going to add some chicken season here. This is the xoooxoxo brand. Now you guys, this is my favorite seasoning of all, okay? But the brand, that is the xoooxoxo brand. I'm not promote them, but yeah, them good. I've been using that for years and years and years. So that is it that I think I'm going to be adding for this recipe. It's going to be fast, it's going to be easy, and it's going to be simple, and I'm going to walk you guys through it. And again, you're going to see a lot of things in this video because I'm not going to be doing no fancy dancy editing today. So let's get right into it. Let me put you guys over here. All right, we're just going to do this raw and in charge, right? Let's put you guys a little bit further out so that way you can see what I'm doing here with my chicken. All right, so we're going to put these away. The first thing I'm going to do, though, let me turn you guys over this way so you can see me in the kitchen too. All right, yeah, I think that's good, right? All right, so we're going to turn on the stove. I have water in here already. All right, so this is the pot that I'm going to get the chicken started in. So I'm going to turn on my fire to high here, and then we're going to add some salt and oil. So I'm going to add just a little bit of salt to give the pasta some flavor, right? And we're going to add some of this avocado oil. Maybe less than a teaspoon, that much, right? And then I'm going to wait on this until this comes to a slight bubble, and then I'll put the pasta in. But to let it go faster, I'm going to cover it up so it gets hot really fast. Now, I'm definitely going to put my gloves on because I don't want ear in the mouth. This is my kitchen, you guys, okay? So, I don't have to do nothing. Y'all is not eating this food, okay? But I'm going to put some gloves on to get the chicken started. What I am going to be doing here is making like cube sizes with my chicken breast, okay? Is what I'm going to do here. But of course, if you guys don't like chicken breasts, then you don't have to use chicken breasts. You could use the thigh, but just be sure that it has no bones. Just take out the bones from it. But yeah, we're going to be using these breasts today, and then we're going to season this baby up. So give it a nice little rinse out. All right. Alright, so I'm going to slice these babies up pretty much like so. Let me bring you guys a little bit closer so y'all could see. I think that's good, right? Alright, so just going to cut this baby up pretty much like so. Just gonna dice it, not too small and definitely not too big, right? And again, my chicken has already been washed with salt, lemon juice, and vinegar. And I did take off the chicken skin. I really prefer if you take off the chicken skin off of the chicken, because it's going to be greasy if you don't for this recipe. So just be sure that you take off the chicken skin when you're doing this, okay? But this is a very simple recipe that I really wanted to share with you guys when I really don't feel like cooking in the kitchen forever, and I really want to give Abby a really great quick dinner. This is the way that I go, and it comes out amazing every single time. And y'all, it doesn't matter in what direction you cut the chicken breast. If you're using chicken breast like I am, okay, it doesn't matter. You don't have to cut it in any kind of direction. Just be sure that you know you have cubes like these, okay? Chicken breast are chicken breast. And if you're using thighs, same thing applies. It don't make no difference, okay? All right, so that looks pretty good. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and I like to clean while I cook. So I'm going to disinfect this area right here immediately, because we are making chicken. Perfect. Give my hand a quick rinse, you guys, because I did spray here. And then we wipe. Now we're going to season this bad boy up, okay? This is what we're going to do. All right, so make sure someone can't see me good. Alright, so when I season meat, I always like to go salt and pepper first. Either one. I had a little bit of salt and pepper. Where's my salt? And I don't add too much salt to it. And y'all, I'm not measuring anything, this amount of salt, because I'm assuming that the chicken seasoning and the other seasoning may have some salt in it already. And then I'm also going to add salt to the sauce part of it, so I don't need to go all chaotic, right? So I'm adding some garlic powder here. Now I like, I like to season my meat, so make sure it's season up on the meat real good. Okay, I bet it's over seasoned more than it under seasoned. If it's under seasoned, don't invite me over to that. That's just me. All right, this is the grounded ginger. Now, if you're going to use fresh ginger, you guys, just be sure that you grate it. I don't want you to slice it up. Just go ahead and grate, okay? This is the onion powder. And then we're gonna add some paprika. This is some good paprika. This is the brand that I'm using. This one is really, really good. Okay, so that's what I'm using there. And then to that, we're gonna add just a little bit, just that much of the dry pepper flakes, just to give it a little buzz there. All right, and what else we're gonna add? We're definitely gonna add some garlic, because garlic is not only good for you guys, but garlic makes everything you cook taste amazing. So we're gonna add about maybe a tablespoon there. Okay, and because y'all know that I love my vinegar, I'm just gonna use the cork of the vinegar. That gives me about a teaspoon, and just throw it in there. And then just gonna go ahead with one thing I forget. Just add a little bit of the avocado oil here, so that way my seasonings are stuck to this baby, and just rub this baby all up in it, okay? Like so. Let me bring you guys up so you guys could see what I'm seeing here. So this is it. See that? Seasoned nice and perfect. Right? Alright, so I'm not even going to marinate this baby. I'm not in it. I'm just going to go straight into getting the pasta in the pot, because my water over there is pretty much what I needed to be doing is giving. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Wash my hands first, of course. Set you guys up real good. Alright. I think I'm gonna take my gloves off, okay? I'm not taking it anymore because I'm already seasoned the chicken already. But yeah, so now I'm gonna go in. I can't even turn on this thing because it's gonna make too much noise. So I'm just gonna go in and put my pasta in the pot. It's pretty much bubbling, so that's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. I'm gonna allow it to cook for about 7 minutes. Until it's kind of torn between half cook and half raw. So let me get something here to spin it up. Alright, so 7 minutes, this baby's going to be turned off. I'm going to go ahead and start cutting up the broccoli. This is what I'm going to do. Cover this up for 7 minutes. And I'm going to take you guys to the next step. Alright, you guys, so now we're doing the broccoli here. And I wanted to explain something to you about the broccoli. How to get it really nice and crisp when the meat is all finished, right? Now, this is quite a bit of broccoli, but I love broccoli, so I'm going to go ahead and use all of this. But what I usually do is just take out this part of it, because that not doing no justice here. Okay, so oops, that's why it's good to edit, right? You see why it's good to edit, because when things fall apart, you edit that out. But we're not going to use that. We're going to throw that out. I like to, after I do this and I get the broccoli a nice little rinse, then I put it in the pot after the pasta has cooked for 7 minutes. And just let it finish simmer down. That's what I do. So that way, I don't want it to be tough when I'm done with the recipe. I want it to just be nice, soft, of course, but definitely not over soft, or not overcooked, or not underdone, if that makes sense, right? So I'm going to show you guys a little technique that I do when I'm doing this recipe to make sure that my broccoli is broccoli in. Okay, so I'm going to get a container here. I usually, where is it? Okay, found it. So I usually just put it in here and just give it a nice little rinse under the cold water, of course. And of course, you know, always started with cleaning Everything has to be clean in my kitchen, y'all. Your girl is like really paranoid, okay? I like to clean as I cook. Clean as you cook. So my cutting board is clean. Just in case I have to put something else on there immediately, at least I know that it's clean, right? Alright, so with cold water, I go ahead and I give this a nice little rinse. Like so. Let me bring you guys down because I want to make sure that you guys are seeing what I'm doing here. I think this is a little bit high still. Alright, good. So, just give it a nice little rinse. Okay. My broccoli is not the best, but it's going to work for today. It was the best a couple of days ago when I bought it, but not today. Oh gosh. Another editing issue, but anyway. This is basically what I do. Just give it a nice little rinse on the cold water. I think this is a little bit too white. You see me talk about editing, you guys? Alright, let's bring it back down. So, okay, that's good, right? Alright, so while that is going, I'm just going to let that hang out and let some of that water come off. Just had a little paper towel here. And just let it sit and chill right here. And then we're going to get that chicken started. So, I'm going to move you guys again over here because I want y'all to see what I'm doing. Alright, so that's good. So, this is my pot. We're going to turn that bad boy on. I'm going to give it, how to say, put it under, not on high heat, but we're going to do like medium heat. And when that is hot, I'm going to add some avocado oil to it. Now, I did get the avocado oil in Aldi's if you guys are interested. So when I come back, that pot is going to be hot. I'm going to go ahead and add the avocado oil to it and get the chicken started. Alright, you guys, so my pot is how I want it to be. So I'm going to go in and add the avocado oil here. Okay. And then we're going to just go right in and start adding the chicken. Because I waited until my pot was like pretty much hot. Once I put the oil in, it's going to be perfect. Alright. So I'm just going to go in and start adding the chicken breast. You see what I'm saying? It's going to start cooking immediately. As soon as it goes into the oil. Down this way so I have control of my pot. Alright, so what I am trying to achieve here, I'm not trying to have my chicken breast burnt or anything like that. I just want it to be cooked, of course, but not overly cooked to the point where it's going to get hard and rubbery, okay? So we definitely don't want that to happen here. So I'm going to put that in the sink and wash that. Alright, so we start spinning this baby. Don't worry about the bottom of your pot because the bottom of your pot is where you're going to have a lot of flavor. Alright, let me bring you guys up a little bit closer for sure. Okay, so you could see what I'm seeing from my end here. Okay, good. Alright, so what you want to do is just continue to spin. You don't want to add any water to this because the chicken is going to produce a lot of moisture. Alright, I'm going to cover this up for maybe about 2 minutes and come right back. 2 minutes only and come right back.
A few moments later.
Alright, so it's been 2 minutes. Okay. And again, you just want to go ahead and turn this around. That looks really, really good. Really, really, really good. Alright guys, and remember, like I told you guys before, we don't want these chicken breasts to get really tough. Just want it to be nice and soft and juicy. And all the bottom of that pot is flavor. So the more you do this, the more flavor in the pot. Alright, so while that is going, I'm going to leave that open. You're going to turn the fire down to like a medium heat for sure. My pasta over here is given what it needs to be given. I'm going to check that. Okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is turn the heat off on the pasta. And then I'm just going to put my broccoli in there, like so. And just kind of mix this all together. Alright. And then what I'm going to do here is cover it up. So we just won't allow the broccoli to steam. The broccoli is not cooking, it's just going to be steaming here. Just from the heat, right? So that's good. Just cover that up. And then go right back to the chicken breast. That looks so good and smells so amazing, you guys. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, this recipe is a recipe where you definitely need to try. That chicken breast is giving right here. Giving. Okay. Look at that. That looks good. I'm going to taste that, see what it's doing. Look at that. Alright, so, oh wow, that's good. So, I'm going to take this off. Take this off the stove top. Because this breast is done. Doesn't take that long to cook. The longer you cook it, the tougher it's going to get. Okay? And dry and trashy. And you want this to be nice and moist. So, alright, so I'm going to leave that on the stove top. We'll come back because I need to put my onions in. So y'all, I don't know what happened. I thought I was recording, but obviously I wasn't. What I pretty much did was dice up my onions here. This is one very large onion that I use. You could use any onion of your choice. I did dice it up really small here. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and put this into the pot that we have that nice flavor waiting for. We're going to lift those flavors from the bottom of the pot and finish up this recipe. So make we get started with that, because I want to make sure, you guys, that I'm not missing anything here. My camera better not act up. So you see my pot is waiting patiently. So look at all that good flavor. Look at that flavor. Look on that flavor there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it back on the stove top. Okay, let me wipe off my, listen y'all, I'm like very germophobic. I clean all day every day. I don't like nothing dirty. It's like, ugh. All right, so yeah, so this is going. Look at that, you guys. I gotta show you this. I have to show you that. You see that? That broccoli is beautiful. It is steaming this just by the heat, right? That's what I want to do. And I'm just gonna go ahead and strain off the water. So I make it go on steam. While that is going, we are going to get the sauce ready and then put the broccoli in, right? So the very first thing that I do to lift up that flavor, I'm gonna go back in with just a little bit of the avocado oil here, just like so. We're gonna turn this on a medium heat. Yeah, turn that on a medium heat with a little bit of avocado oil or any other oil of your choice, And then, and only then, because I love garlic, you guys, so much, I'm just gonna add another tablespoon or a teaspoon of garlic. And I'm using the minced garlic. You could use chopped one if that's what you have. And then we are going to add a stick of butter. I'm using unsalted butter only because I watch my blood pressure, right? So we're going to go ahead and add that. And what I'm doing here, I'm just going to allow this baby to lift up the flavor here. So, right? When that butter melts, it's going to lift up the flavor. But in the meantime, while it is melting, I always like to go in and add the onions, simply because the onions really does something to the flavor. Okay, the onions does something really great to the flavors here. So we just start to do this, and then the onions does create moisture as well. So that be given, you know what I mean? That be given, you guys, that be given. All right, so that's doing its thing here. Okay, and then while that is melting, you can see that's melting nicely already. Let's get you a little bit closer, okay? Closer, baby, closer. Okay, all right, so we have our whip. Now let's talk about the whip, because I want to make sure that you guys get this recipe really good. I like to use it when it's soft, you guys, because then I don't have to add any milk or anything, that milk thingy thing. So that's what it looks like here. Okay, I have another one that I use sometimes. Let me show you guys what that looks like as well. Alright, so if you have this one is the cream cheese spread. This is also the same too, cream cheese spread, but this one is whip and this one isn't whip. So this one means that this is more softer, okay? But for me, I'm going to go in with this one, because this one is really milky-fied. Okay, so we're going to use that. All right, so what I'm going to do here, my butter is melting nicely, just the way that I want it. All right, and you can see the flavors on the bottom. Look at the flavor, goodie. It is lifting. See that? That's all flavor galore. All right, and because we have all this flavor in the bottom of the pot, you don't really have to add anything else to it. But then again, everybody have different taste buds, so you could definitely add more flavors to it if you like. But look at that. Look at that. Okay, that is perfect, you guys. Just let that bubble, and then we are going to add the whip to it. Okay, so we had the whip to it. We're going to add all of this whip to it, like so. Okay, go ahead and add that good whip. Now, the more the merrier. If you have another one of them, baby, add it. Are you in your kitchen, right? Go ahead and add it in, because, honey baby, look at that. I'm using all of mine to it. Oh, talk about editing, goodie. And I'm going to hear everything today. What goes on behind the scene and all of that stuff before it actually comes to your screen. We're going to turn this down, all the way down, because I want this baby not to burn. I want it to melt. All that whip right here. Okay. All right, so we turn this down. And then what I'm going to do next, I'm going to go ahead and strain off the pasta and the broccoli. And then we're going to add it in here. This is perfect, you guys. Look at that. Look at that onion. Okay? This is perfect. And smells amazing. Amazing. Right? So we go ahead and just taste it up. Amazing. All right, so while that is going, I'm going to go in. And I'm going to strain this off, and we'll come back, put that in. Let me turn you guys around and so you can see. All right, we're trying this baby off. Okay, that looks amazing, you guys. Amazing. I don't want to add any water to it, so we're just going to strain all that liquid off. Like so. All right, then we put this in the pot, okay? Let's drop this baby in. Let's throw that in there. Look at that. That looks amazing. All right, so what we'll do next is just add the chicken on here. Let's go ahead and add that good chicken in. Smells amazing, you guys. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, you're going to want to try this recipe. You are going to want to try this. I think I should have used a bigger pot. This pot is not giving. The potter not give right now. You know what? Let me go ahead and transfer this pot because I do have to add some cheese to it. I do have to add some cheese to it and some other things, and this pot is not giving. So let me get another pot, you guys. Let's get another pot, okay? Let's pour this baby out in here. Let's pour this baby out in a bigger pot, okay? Pour this baby out in a bigger pot. Because this seems to be a lot. Alright, that's better. Much better. Alright. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Let me bring you guys a little closer, okay? Alright. Let me wipe off my... Wait. Let's wipe this thing off because, honey baby, you already know. Clean as you go. Clean as you go, boo. Alright, so that looks amazing. Look at that. Look at this. This looks fantastic. This is a must-try recipe, trust me. And again, like I said, Goodie, you could always add more seasonings to it if you like. That choice is yours to do. My fire right now is definitely between a low heat, very low, because we're not cooking anything here. We're just going to have it be very warm because I'm going to add some cheese to it. Now you could always taste it up and see if you want more flavor to it, but I think I'm good here. Look at that. All right, so we're gonna add some cheese to it and definitely a little bit of mozzarella. I'm going to be adding, you could add the other one that's already done in the bag, but for me, I'm just going to add just a little bit here. Okay, just a little bit of cheese here, just like so. Give it a little buzz, as much as you like. It's fine. Add some more to it, right? Of course, you could add more cheese, you guys. There's no limit to the amount of cheese that you want to put in here. I feel like the more the merrier. But definitely give it a taste test to see if you need anything else. But y'all, this is done. Look at that. All right, you guys, look at that. Look how nice and cheesy that is. Look at that. That is perfect. Look at that cheese. That is awesome, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this on a plate. And of course, I have to taste this up, right? But this is nice. Look at all that good cheese. Look at that cheese. Oh my goodness. This is nice, you guys. All right. All right, let's go ahead and put this on a plate and see how it tastes. Perfect. Perfect. This is awesome. Awesome. I think I'm going to go add a little bit of parsley to it. Just a little bit. Give it a little buzz. Okay. And that's it. Fantastic. I think I'll probably give it even a little bit more buzz by adding just a little bit more dry pepper flakes to it. And that's about it. We're going to plate that up and see how that is. Alright, you guys, we're going to plate up some of this baby here. Because, boo, I cannot wait to taste this. Oh my goodness, this thing is so cheesy. So cheesy and so yummy. You have to try this recipe. This recipe is everything. You're gonna love it just as much as my family loves it, okay? Now, another thing that I like to do when I get done plating it up, even though I had the cheese to it, I like to add more cheese to mine. So let's go back and grate just a little bit more cheese to make it even more cheesier, like so. And then it's time to eat. I like it cheesy. Oh, I like it cheesy. Okay. And then we add that good cheese on there. And we're ready to dive in. Looky, looky, looky. So good. So good. Mmm. 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 Mm. The chicken is so tender. The chicken almost tastes like lobster tail. Yeah. This is a must try. So good. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. 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 Mm, mm, mm. Y'all, it's excellent. Mm. Tell a friend to tell a friend, okay? Bring them, come and send them, come and wait in. And when I get done doing that, tell me, when you want to see me, I come next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen. Enjoy.